Hello, hello, and welcome back to my channel with your fave psychic medium, Danny. Hey y'all, how are you doing? I hope you're doing great despite all the bullshit that's going on in the world, and I hope that you are taking care of yourself. Alright, so as you can see from the cover photo and the title of this reading, this is another cold case in the month of October. So just to get some context, October is month of the dead. It's a very witchy month. It's a very me month as a medium. And if you are feeling extra nostalgic or you feel like you can feel some passed away loved ones around you right now, that is the reason why. Alright, so in terms of Spooky Month, we're going to do a month of readings on cold cases, and they're going to be about missing Black women. And the first case of this month that I'm going to start with is Cynthia Bah-Traore. So sorry if I'm saying it wrong. I've listened to the pronunciation a few times, but apologies beforehand. And in this reading, I'll first be doing a background on the case, such as when she went missing, last time she was seen, all those good things, and then I'm going to get into the psychic reading to get some insight. Along with that, before we hop into this, if you can please stop and take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe. Along with that, share my video if you like this reading. And I have plenty more cold case readings along pop culture and different things playlisted on my channel. So don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you can always be notified when I post. I speak on a lot of things and I'm pretty accurate, so join me along this way. Along with that, I'm trying to get to 500 subscribers, and it'll be really helpful if you could be one of those subscribers and help me get them. Alright, let's get into the reading. I'm about to step away. Go ahead and enjoy the background, and I'll catch you when it's time to get into the psychic reading. Cynthia Bah-Traore went missing under mysterious circumstances. She was last seen on February 3rd, 2021 at approximately 10:35 p.m. at the gas station located at Kreiner Street and Interstate 3W in Grandview, Texas, about 26 miles south of Crawley, her residence. No one has been able to contact her since then. There hasn't been much information shared about Cynthia's missing person case, aside from the pertinent details regarding where she was last seen and what she was wearing. Her vehicle is described as a metallic blue Mazda CX-5 with Texas license plate N as in Nancy, M as in Mary, J as in Jane, 3883. Then on February 11th, Cynthia's car was found abandoned on Interstate 35 in Waco, Texas. No one touched the car until 4 days later, though, until it was finally towed. Nothing indicated that Cynthia was near the scene, nor were there indications of where she could be. Investigators have not disclosed whether any information has been obtained from her cell phone records or gathered about her personal and professional relationships. It's also unclear why she was visiting Grandview at that time, and if foul play is suspected. As of now, it's only been reported that she's a missing woman from Texas, last seen driving her car. At the time of the disappearance, Cynthia was described as 5 foot 6 inches and 160 pounds. She has black/dark brown hair and brown eyes. She reportedly has no visible tattoos or scars. Cynthia was last seen wearing a long-sleeved blue shirt, black pants, gray and white shoes, and a red purse with plain markings. Anyone with information regarding this case is urged to contact the Crawley Police and ask for Detective Robles at 817-297-2276, extension 6302. Cynthia's report number is 210002045. Information regarding this case from ourblackgirls.com, released October 5th, 2025. Alright, welcome back, y'all. So let's get into the reading. Are you as pissed off as I am listening to that? That is why I felt the need to do a psychic reading. Maybe I can help get some insight, some context as to how we can find these women or to give some reprieve on what happened. So after reading over the case on find our, I think it's ourblackgirls.com or findourgirls.com. I had 4 questions or 4 topics I want to touch on this reading. So the first one we're going to touch on, and if you're wondering, I have notes I written down. So it's just my questions here. The energy of Cynthia the day she disappeared. I kind of want to just get insight on that, and it loops into question 2, events that happened that day. I want to build out what happened that day. What was going on? What was the energy? It also helps me possibly get suspects in mind, gives me a deeper background, and I feel like it gives me it gives people that know these folks a bit of reprieve that I'm not just a fake on here trying to cash off of anything. I genuinely do want this reading to be an assistance to the case. All right, so energy and events that happened that day. And I'll be using playing cards to do the reading. Damn it, all of my ancestors, spirit guides, my family. Please assist me with doing this reading, giving me insight, guidance. What happened to Cynthia Bah-Traore? I want to open this reading to bring insight, to answer questions, and to assist with giving justice. What was the energy of Cynthia the day that she disappeared? What were the events that happened that day? What was the energy? I'm pulling cards right now. I'm going to call out what they are in a moment. I'm getting visions. I keep seeing her look at her cell phone. I'm seeing her look at her cell phone. It's like she was having this back and forth with maybe someone she was dating, someone she was breaking up with, an ex, something, a man. But I'm just seeing messages come through, a lot of back and forth. It's giving a bit. I'm feeling like a bit of like hopelessness, like in a case of like whatever chapter was closing in her life, and then I just get this feeling of like there was a new door supposed to be opening for her. So I pulled 5 cards so far. First I have the 4 of Hearts. The 4 of Hearts is telling me this, it gives me insight that this was like a relationship or someone really close with her, but it's in a close-knit, a familiar way, a home way. Maybe she lived with this person at a time. Maybe they were together and that source living together. The Joker, and I mentioned opening new doors, taking a leap of faith. That is something that I saw was here, was a possibility for her. A King of Clubs. And it's giving me that this King of Clubs is going in with the insight and receiving of who she was messaging, how she was feeling. This 2 of Diamonds, balance. It could have been something with money that she had going on, resources, but there was some balance that needed to be happening in with this. And the 8 of Diamonds, secret around money. Maybe she uncovered something and found something out that caused issues, because then we have this 5 of Diamonds at the bottom of the deck. Money issues. So it is telling me like whether money issues were coming up around the corner or they were behind her. Maybe she just reached a point where she wasn't in the red or something. I'm still on the vision. She was last seen at a gas station and on camera, so her leaving the station. I'm seeing smoke from a car. She could have had some type of car issue, she felt like, or something, or had pulled over at a point. But it's like she was ambushed either way. Yeah, I'm hearing the ding, ding, ding. Gets out the car. Come on. Some events that happened that day. It's her. It's like she's in her own world, just trying to handle errands, but also just stuck in her head about what was happening in that phone with the conversation with that person. And I see her on the road. It's like she had car trouble or something, but she was ambushed. It was put in the car or a truck. So this is me re-recording this reading. And I'm getting the same visions I did before of, it's like a bread truck. It looks like it's supposed to be a food delivery truck. But the inside, people are chained by their wrist on it. And I know it's given like, oh, Law and Order's SVU. But that is what I'm getting a vision of her. It's being taken and ambushed in a way. Her car was found, so you know, which was very strange. But yeah, she was taken. Hold on. Let me get more insight. I'm looking down at my questions because number 3 is about the visions. Current. What is the status today? Dead or alive? Suspects. I do want to say the police did not do a good job of looking into this. I feel like they could have actually found out what happened if they actually were following the trails and clues. Something with that car. They left that car for 3 days, I believe. Didn't lift any prints, do anything. Just left it out in the elements. We have this Queen of Diamonds. Yeah, I keep getting that she had a door opening. She was stepping into it. Maybe she just got promoted. Maybe it was a new streamlined income coming. Maybe there was child support. There's something here that was being established. And then we have the Ace of Hearts. It was like a new leaf turning for her. Even with her feeling sad about whatever ending, feeling upset or something, and just maybe just so defeated just with everything happening, she was still open to what's on the other side of the door. 5 is diamonds. 10 of diamonds. Yes, I think her money problems were ending. 2 of diamonds came out again. Balance. The men that ambushed her. Can we get insight? Was this an inside job? Was it just bad luck? I'm hearing she was ambushed. She was taken. Can we get insight on the people that took her? I'm seeing like a long stretch of desert, but there's like holes in this desert. Like people have dug or something, or like work is being done on it. There could be construction. They could be in construction. But like I said, I keep seeing like a bread or something across the truck. It's a very inconspicuous truck. It possibly is not even like a grocery truck. I think the visions is telling me this truck is something that you just wouldn't think twice about. You wouldn't think it was weird. You wouldn't look twice at it. It gives use and just something that blends in. Whoever these people are used to being blending in, are used to being ignored. I'm getting a vision of the security tape. This is something I didn't pick up in the first time when I did this reading. It's like, I don't know. When I said ignored, I got this very thick vision. I don't think they consider who else they saw in those tapes around her. There are 2 men. I got this Jack of Spades. Young. One of the guys could be young. This 9 of Hearts. Ace of Hearts. It's given like a father-son type of thing. Maybe it is a father-son. Maybe one of the suspects looks up to the other person, or there's that type of dynamic between them. But this is part of a deeper, scarier thing. I just keep seeing people just in this truck trapped. And it's like they didn't go underground. It's in a backyard somewhere. Inconspicuous. You just wouldn't think of it. Stretches of land. What more can you get from this? And you know, it's so sad. I keep getting this insight that the police didn't do much because there was trails, there was things done here. There's a pattern here. She is part of a bigger pattern of women, black women, Latino women being taken. It's part of a bigger pattern. I'm gonna say that because it's like I get flashes of all these women. I get flashes of different ways they just disappeared. They're just taken. If you were to pull up this area, there would be a pattern that would be seen. And it's like they didn't do their due diligence. They didn't do their due diligence trying to look into the evidence they did have. They let things slide. They let things slip. It's a bigger picture here. There's something interconnected here. There's 10 of clubs, 7 of hearts, Queen of clubs. There's a woman here involved. A woman who maybe plays as if she's in trouble, and the woman stopped to help her and then they get taken. It's a ploy here. There's something used as a ploy dealing with car trouble. Maybe it wasn't Cynthia having car trouble. It was a woman. This is part of a bigger situation. What are connections that the police missed? I want to ask this. What are things that the police missed that could have? I'm getting a vision of the back seat of the truck, and there's a paper face down. By the time I went back, it was gone. There could have been something on that paper. A sign. Something they're supposed to dig deeper into. Research. 5 of diamonds. Yeah. Bank statements. I'm getting a feeling bank statements are kept in the car or something. 6 of spades. 9 of spades. There's something with money. Maybe she went to a certain bank and the suspect saw her. Maybe she got connected to the woman because the woman worked at a bank, or they had run-ins or something from, the past. Learning how to... I keep getting bad money. It's like somebody put it up to this, like a sell. Was she sold? Yes, in a sense. I just feel like sold is just such a cavalier way of speaking of this. She was bartered with. Are you able to give me insight if she's dead or alive? Is Cynthia dead or alive? Can you give me insight on that? I have 3 of spades, 6 of hearts, King of hearts. I heard yes, barely. You see how these spades are going up on this 3? It's other people that are keeping her wanting to stay alive. They're keeping her feeling alive. What I'm seeing, 6 of Hearts. She reminisces a lot. She taps into her past a lot. Is there a Douglas Street in Texas? It's like a vision of a street sign trying to show me. And it's in the middle of nowhere, around a lot of truck stops. Douglas Street. Trucks. And then we have this King of Hearts. I believe she had a son. There are things that are keeping her to want to fight, to want to stay alive. And there are things actively trying to not give her that feeling of reprieve. What the cards are showing me is she's alive currently, but just trying to hang in there, barely hang in there. I like to try to be careful as I approach these readings, especially this is such a newer missing case reading. And it was only 4 years ago. She could literally still be alive. It's about to be 5. Any last things you want to give me insight on? I like to call this a rapid session. I just let the cards fall and just give quick messages. My clients love it. 6 of Hearts again. Reminiscent, thinking. Pass. Want to go back. 3 of Diamonds. There's a group here. I think she's around other women or something. It's some type of... No, I think the 3 of Diamonds related to the family business. 4 Hearts is at the bottom. There's a family business here connected with this or something. I don't know. The suspects are father, son, uncle, nephew, something. But there's a blood relation here in the mix of this. 4 Hearts. It came out. Yeah, there's a blood relation. This could have been personal. It has a personal touch. Maybe they make it personal. Maybe that's their way of trying to create Stockholm Syndrome. It's like she's operating normally, but it's not at her will. Ten of Clubs ending. King of Clubs at the bottom with Ace of Clubs under that. Something here is going to be ending. It could be something happening that can give them a means to escape. It could be an ending to where she's staying. It could mean a plethora of reasons. But there's something here ending. And I think we're going to end up getting some insight about this case. Maybe around 2027. I'm getting a vision of their hearts. Third party. There are multiple parties involved in this. It's deeper and sicker than what we can ever think. That is the visions. That is what I'm feeling in it. It's actually really sick. I got the Queen of Clubs again. There's channels to this. There's levels to this. And there's a big pattern to this. Her missing is part of a bigger pattern that the police have refused to try and put together. Or that they're trying to put together and just haven't said anything. But at the moment, they're not. And I think there's going to be a newer case of a disappearance that's going to get a detective that cares or something to click like, there's a big pattern to this. That is what I have for the reading. Thank you so much. If you lasted to here, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? What do you think could be stemming from the truck, the family business, all these things? And give me insight. Are you in Texas? Do you know more about like women going missing? Is there a bigger pattern here that's not being discussed, that's not being broadcasted and brought to light? Let me know. Thank you so much for listening to me, and I'll catch you at the next cold case reading. Bye.